Hello, guys. I want to tell you something important. A few years ago, I had the chance to meet one of the most successful people in the industry. The guy was a 38-year-old millionaire, had sold the tech company he founded for $180 million, and his net worth exceeded $220 million. When I typed the address into Maps, I was genuinely surprised. It was in a middle-class neighborhood in New Jersey. He opened the door himself, wearing a plain sweatshirt. There was no staff anywhere in the house. He was making his own coffee in the kitchen. The first things that caught my eye when I walked in were a second-hand couch and a few framed motivational quotes on the wall. And I thought, where is all this money going? When I asked about his car, he laughed and said, 2019 Honda Civic. Guys, that was the moment everything changed for me. I don't think this man didn't know how to spend his wealth. Quite the opposite. He knew better than anyone exactly what to spend it on. And that's precisely why he had reached financial freedom at 38. Today I'm going to tell you the things that truly wealthy young people consistently refuse to buy. And these will surprise you because they're not luxury vacations or expensive watches. They're much more ordinary things. Things from everyday life. Number 1. Extended warranty packages. Think about that warranty offer slid across the counter when you buy a phone, laptop, or appliance. Wealthy young people almost never take it. Why? Because the math doesn't add up. These warranties are priced to generate profit for the company, meaning you're always the one losing on average. More than 80% of products never even break down within the warranty period. Instead, learn to set that money aside for yourself, put it away. And if something actually breaks, pay for the repair from that fund and make the transformation that way. Someone who does this consistently over 40 years saves tens of thousands of dollars. Number 2, brand name medications and grocery products. Most of the successful young entrepreneurs I know buy generic medications at the pharmacy and choose store brands at the supermarket. It sounds small, but think about it this way. By FDA standards, generic drugs contain exactly the same active ingredients as the originals. Someone who chooses the equivalent instead of the name brand saves thousands of dollars a year. The same logic applies to detergent, batteries, and cereal. Many store brand products are already manufactured in the same factory. The difference is only packaging and marketing. A household that chooses generic across all these categories saves an average of $3,000 to $6,000 annually, and this is what gets you ahead. Over 30 years, that number exceeds $180,000. Number 3, first release products. Who lines up when a new phone model drops or a new car series launches? Usually people with lower financial literacy. Wealthy young people know that patience is a financial asset. First versions are both the most expensive and the most flawed. Wait a year. The price drops more than 20%. Software issues get fixed, and you get a more mature product. The cost of impatience translates to tens of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. Number 4, premium fuel when your car doesn't need it. This mistake is so widespread, I can't believe it. If your car's engine is designed to run on regular gas, premium fuel gives you zero benefit. Yes, it doesn't harm your car, but it does harm your wallet. But people see the word premium and assume it's better, when really it's just a word designed to pull you in. A few cents per gallon means a difference of $300 to $500 a year for someone filling up weekly, spending with absolutely no return. Number 5, bottled water. Guys, the bottled water industry is one of the greatest marketing achievements in history. Tap water in most American cities meets drinking standards, and a simple filter system solves whatever remains. A family of 4 that relies entirely on bottled water for drinking spends $1,500 to $2,000 a year. A quality filter system costs $150. Annual filter replacement, $50. 30-year savings? Well over $50,000. In the home of that young billionaire I mentioned, there was a large filtered water dispenser. Not a single plastic bottle anywhere. Number 6, high-fee financial products. This is perhaps the most critical point on the list. the turning point for your money. Actively managed high-commission investment funds, life insurance packaged with dual-sided coverage, variable products loaded with hidden fees. These don't make you wealthy. They drain what's in your pocket. They make financial institutions wealthy. An annual fee that looks like just 1% takes away nearly half your portfolio over a 50-year investment horizon. Low-cost index funds solve this. Research consistently shows that over the long term, the vast majority of active fund managers underperform index funds. You're the one paying the difference. Number 7, timeshares and vacation club memberships. Have you ever sat through one of those presentations? A gorgeous resort, a polished pitch, numbers that look genuinely compelling. Pay $20,000, stay there 1 week every year, vacation problem solved for life. So what's the reality? What pulls you in here is that annual maintenance fees average $1,000 to $2,000 and increase every year. Selling is nearly impossible because the secondary market is flooded with owners trying to give their property away for free. With the same money, you could stay at a luxury hotel every year for a decade with less commitment, less cost, and total flexibility. Number 8, lottery tickets and regular gambling. Wealthy young people have internalized the concept of expected value. The expected return on a lottery ticket is negative 50% or worse. Statistically, $50 of every $100 spent is a loss. The "but someone has to win" argument doesn't hold because the probability of being that someone is 1 in 300 million or less. The average American household spends over $650 a year on lottery tickets. If that same money had been growing in an index fund for 30 years, it would have exceeded $66,000. Number 9, paying list price on anything negotiable. Wealthy young people negotiate. When buying a car, on major appliances, insurance renewals, phone bills, lease agreements, negotiating is the norm. Asking is nothing to be embarrassed about. Research shows that people who negotiate consistently pay 10 to 20% less than those who don't for the same products. On a single car purchase, that can mean a difference of $3,000 to $8,000. Accumulated over a lifetime, the number reaches unbelievable places. Number 10, new furniture bought purely for appearances when quality used exists. The added value of brand new furniture disappears instantly. The moment a couch leaves the showroom, it loses 30% of its value. Wealthy young people know the second-hand market well and use it frequently. Older furniture is often made from higher quality materials. Furnishing an entire home by choosing second-hand can cost 70% less than buying new. That difference, redirected into investments, multiplies over a decade. Number 11, financing consumption purchases with debt. Guys, this point is critical, and you really need to listen sincerely. If you're taking out a loan for a vacation, doing installment payments on a phone, or putting clothes on a credit card payment plan, that is a warning sign. Wealthy young people draw a hard line between investment debt and consumption debt. I can take on debt for an asset that appreciates, but never for something that depreciates or gets consumed. A $2,000 vacation financed at 20% interest is actually $2,400. That $400 gave you nothing. In fact, it took something from you. Number 12, gifts that create ongoing costs for the recipient. This is one of the clearest windows into how wealthy young people think about money. They don't give pets that require ongoing care expenses, gifts that require subscriptions, or devices that need accessories. Instead, they give cash, experiences, or things that are complete in themselves. This isn't about being stingy, it's about respecting the recipient. They apply the same logic to their own purchases. A product that costs $100 but carries $50 in annual maintenance costs is actually a $200 product to them. Guys, let's be honest now. Reading through these 12 points, you might say, I already knew all this. Yes, having the knowledge is one thing, but adapting that knowledge to your life, actually living by it, is something else entirely. That young millionaire I met wasn't making each of these decisions as a conscious calculation. This way of thinking had become an automatic reflex for him. It had been etched into his identity. Before every purchase, he asked, "Is this worth it?" Not, "Can I afford this?" When you make that question a habit, the list becomes unnecessary. Your perspective on spending shifts, sis, and that shifted perspective over the years creates the difference between building wealth and simply spending a paycheck. And I assure you, you will see that difference. When that young millionaire reached financial freedom at 38, he told me this: "I never went without anything. I simply refused the things that had no real value, so I could invest more in the things that did." Imagine a life directed not by whatever random storefront you happen to pass, but by your own value system. These 12 refusals open the doors to that life. And the key to those doors, as always, starts with awareness. And guys, the keys are in your hands.